guys, it's me, the Asian Batman here again, and I am going on vacation to China again soon. So, I thought I'd make a video on what to do with your ant colonies when you go on vacation. So, if you're gone for less than a week, first of all, you don't really need to do anything special. You can give them a little bit extra food, make sure they're hydrated before you leave, like use squirt water to the nest and stuff. But other than that, you really don't need to do anything if you're going for less than a week, since ants are okay without water and without food for around a week. So, you know, if you go on vacation for like the weekend or something, just don't worry too much about it, they'll be fine. If you're gone between 1 week to 2 weeks, which is how long I'm going to be gone for, then you do need to take a few extra precautions.
Right, so first of all, if your ants are in a test tube setup like this one, then you really don't need to worry about moisture, since as you can see, you know, there's a lot of water behind the cotton, and that'll be fine for them for, you know, a long time. So if your ants are in a test tube setup, don't worry about moisture, only about food. If your ants are in an actual formicarium like this one, well then you need to get someone to water them every 3 days. So for me, I got my dad to do it. You can probably get anyone you trust. It's a really simple task. It's not any of those icky jobs. You just gotta take the syringe and squirt water into the nest. I also recommend that you clean the formicarium outworld before you leave, since, you know, all those little insect bits and stuff on the outside can mold while you're gone, and that'll be really disgusting for whoever is watering the nest. And, you know, you always want to try and be considerate. I would also recommend getting one of these automatic water dispensers. Basically, for me, it's insurance to make sure your ants get enough moisture, they get enough water. And these things, once you fill them up with water, they just, all you gotta do is place them in the outworld. And then they'll drip water onto the surface on the bottom from time to time. You can make your own, or you can buy one. I do have a guide on my website on how to build one of your own. It's really simple, or you can buy one from any of the big ant shops. They all have them. As for food, ants can actually go a surprising amount of time without any food. But what I would do is you can use these like lids from plastic bottles. Just fill them up with honey, and you can leave that in. It'll go bad in around 2 weeks, and that's perfect since you'll be back by then, and you can just replace them. This is how I give sugar to my colonies normally anyways. Another way you can do this is you can use the automatic water dispensers I showed you earlier, and you can just fill them up with sugar water. So mixing sugar with water, putting them in there. Although this technique I find works really well as well, and it's a lot more simple. You just gotta have these plastic bottle lids, just fill them up with honey, leave them in the outworld, and that's all you gotta do. If your ants are in a test tube setup, like I showed earlier, what you can do is you can use a barbecue skewer and pick up a little bit of the honey and feed them with that. Like, just put it inside the test tube. Make sure you only put a little bit though, because test tubes can get really messy over time, and you want to make sure there's almost no residue after they finish eating the honey. So only put a little bit. As for protein, I usually just leave 1 or 2 dead crickets in the setup. Protein is more for the brood than the workers themselves, so it isn't really as crucial, although it's still important. Well, that's it for this video, and good luck with your colonies on vacation. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, or if you found it useful, hopefully you'll subscribe and leave a like down below. Really appreciate the support. And if you have any feedback, comments, suggestions, whatever, well, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below. As always, your feedback is really welcome and appreciated. Well, that's it for today. Bye!